Howdy, howdy. Today we're making zero sugar brownies with some zero sugar chocolate chips on top because I added that and I like that and I like chocolate. And I'm wearing the same shirt and pants as last video because this is literally recorded probably 10 minutes after I finished that. Like right now, I'm still eating the taco and eggs. The taco meat and eggs. I'm gonna be eating it as I make this. So I'm just doing this. Yeah. I've had this before. That's why I actually like this. And if I like it, then I might as well keep having the zero sugar. Because sugar, honestly, is just the bane of my existence. That's... Every time I eat sugar, unintentionally, I can feel that I need an insulin shot. So, it is kind of annoying, but all right, well, crack an egg. Just one egg. That's actually surprising. Throw that in there. And then I think it was like a third cup of water, I believe. Let's see. 1 egg, 3 tablespoons of water, and 1/3 cup of oil. Okay. Did I do okay, I'm dumb. I can't do tablespoon here. So, okay, we're gonna get the tablespoons of water. But my week's been going so well so far. I mean, nothing I can really complain about, honestly. I'm home alone until tomorrow night. Or 5, 6. And then my dad gets back. So of course, again, the only reason I'm recording right now. And then I'm still waiting for my company credit card to come in so I can actually book my airfare and hotel for going next week for work to Denver, Colorado. Which I've never been to. 1/3, right? Yeah. So 1/3. There we go. 1/3 of oil. But yeah. You know what? Let me just say, I'll give this perspective on something that happened this week, which kind of has recently been getting on my nerves about just people. I'm all for, when I hang out with people, when I want to go hang out socially, when I go to like a social gathering or like a kickback or a house party, most of the times I like that because those are all people I know and I can talk to them and have fun with them all the time, right? When I go to a club, it's like, it's fun. If I go with my group of friends, it's even more fun. And then I can still meet random people sometimes. You just bump into whoever, right? It's chill. But then, when you go to a rave, I've been to raves. I've been to a handful of raves. And it's been 50-50 with me if I like them or not. So, most of the ones that I do have liked, I've gone with a big group of people, and they haven't been expensive, which raves can be expensive if you don't know. Which, I'm not an advocate for spending a lot of money on raves, which I've done once, which did not work out. But also, you need to understand the kind of music that you're getting into when you go to a rave. But, I know I've only started going to raves once I met people in my friend group that like going to raves. But I didn't realize they like going to raves all the time. Like, that's just their life. Their social life. But my thought is, how can you consider going to a rave hanging out socially? Because most of the time you go to a rave, you're not really talking to people. You're just kind of going into a dark concert, huge dark concert hall with like strobe lights everywhere and bass music, and people are just vibing like this, right? You know that John Hamm meme where he's just like kind of like doing this, all beat up by himself. That's what a rave kind of is. Which I'm like, no one's talking though, and you can't even hear. Even if you try to talk, you can't hear anyone. Hold on 1 second. Okay, then I can put the rest of this. But yeah, you can't talk to anyone. And I realize while I do this, I should probably preheat the oven to 325. Okay. But yeah. A rave, I know, that's why it's hard for me to consider going to a rave as a social gathering when you're not really being social. You can maybe be social, obviously. It also depends on the certain rave you go to, but the part that bums me out is people will go to raves all the time, and I'm like, we haven't gone to like a bar in a while. Shit, we haven't gone to Six Flags. Why don't we go to Six Flags? It's like, oh, it's expensive. But like, dude, sometimes raves are like $150. Or a rave can be like only $30, but I'd still rather pay $50 to go for a whole amusement park day. I go on a bunch of rides than just pay $50 for potentially maybe like 2 or 3 hours super late at night and not vibing to whatever I like, you know? I mean, obviously I'm being biased because I don't like raves too much, me personally. But some people just don't make sense. And it's like, the only reason it annoys me is because I live up here in Dallas and most of my friends live in Austin, 4.5 hours away, south, right? I have one guy that I know that lives in Dallas, and all he does is rave. He even goes to raves by himself sometimes, once a week. And I'm like, dude, that sounds so depressing. I'm sorry, but I love this guy, but I even told him this, like, I can't go to a rave by myself. And even like, he asked me this weekend if you wanted to go to a rave. I'm like, no, I'm not going to go with just you. If I do go to a rave, it's going to be with a big group of people that I can fucking vibe with, okay? Like, the first rave I went to was a guy that loved raves, and I went with him in a big group, and he made it so hype. It was awesome. But like, I mean, the cheap raves are also where I find them. I have most fun. My first rave I ever went to was a tunnel rave. It was so sketchy as hell. I was so scared at first, but it was just a tunnel next to fucking Austin High School. Strobe lights everywhere in this weird ass tunnel. It was completely free. Free water bottles. BYOB. So we just brought 2 of our own handles of Tito's. We brought 2. So most of the friends think we got 1, but me and another guy brought 2. We got a second one, you know, as a secret because, you know, we had a huge handle of Tito's that we'd give to everyone to, like, you know, let them be drunk. And then me and him be like, yeah, let's do our own thing. We go sneak out in the bush and take some shots straight out the bottle. And even if you didn't want to, if you needed a break from the tunnel rave, outside of the tunnel was just someone blowing fire. Like who those people call when they blow out fire and they play and they spin it all around. How do you hire that? How do you have the money to do that and sponsor a free rave? It's awesome. I mean, and then they had water. I felt like, oh, we didn't have to pay for the water? Damn. It's sick. But then, like, these expensive ones don't make sense to me. Why do you want to spend this much money? And then also, on top of that, you still have to buy drinks. Most of the time you go to a rave, you can't be sober. Let's be real. You need to be drunk or on something else. I'll just say that. Wow. Sorry, I needed a break. Yeah. I mean, if I ever went to a rave sober, I'd actually kill myself. There's no way. I can't do that. And then you also, God, fuck off. There's so many flies here. Sometimes you also meet just the weirdest people at raves. And you meet people that you don't want to go to raves too. I get annoyed. I gotta lick this, I'm sorry. Oh yeah. I forgot what I was saying. I've put my point across. All right. Raves are just they're not a no-go, but it's like take a hint that like I need a break, dude. Like if we want to hang out, if we haven't seen each other in a while, don't suggest a rave. We're not even gonna remember half the night probably because we're gonna be blacked out. So I'm gonna be blacked out probably. I hope I throw up that night because I don't want to fucking remember a rave. Let's do something else. And then my friends feel bad. Oh, dude, you never hang out. You never come down. I'm like, dude, I can't be coming down every time, okay, to hang out with you, okay? I have a life, you know? I got 2 dogs to take care of. I got shit happening behind the scenes that, you know, I can't talk about, but you don't know what's happening in my life. This is my home. Dallas is my home. I'm probably going to live here for a long time. I mean, every now and then I still consider moving to Austin, but it's like, Austin's so expensive. And the airport there is way too small. Every time I use the airport, I have to connect to Dallas anyway. So what's the point moving down there if I'm going to be connecting to here anyway? DFW is like, I don't know, maybe like the 3rd largest airport in the U.S. It's a hub for American Airlines. I got to take it. I have the American Airlines card. I got to use it. Oh, the front door, no. No. Oh my God. That was scary. Whew. Wow. I don't know how that happened, but the front door was just opened. I guess I forgot. I probably just forgot to lock it. Or maybe that has to be what it is. But yeah, I had to run. Otherwise, would have just ran away. I'm tired of him running away. He's beyond training as well. He's going to be 6 soon. That's so sad. Heater's done. Or oven's done. Okay. Now for the... What do you want? Now for the chocolate chip. Does this even taste good? I just got it because it was 0 sugar. Not bad. Now for... Oh wait, actually how long? Something I like about this clip-on mic is you hear every single sound coming out of my mouth. So you hear that. 28 to 32 minutes. All right, I'll put it for 28 minutes. I did learn a trick though. If you get another pan... Oh no. Oh. House. If you get another pan, fill it up with water and put it on the tray below where I'm putting the brownie on the top tray of the oven. But if you get another pan of water and put it in the middle tray, it'll keep the top tray, whatever's in the top tray, moist. So I'm going to do that. So that, because I like moist, soft brownies. Also, I'm a guy that likes, what's it called? I like the center of brownies. I don't like brownie edges. Unless they're soft. I like soft. That's why I like soft brownies. I'm starting to realize if this is gonna work or not. Oh fuck, I don't care anymore. Holy shit, no, I can't do that. Oh man, okay, well, Screw that. I'm not doing that because the top tray is too high. It's too close to the oven heaters. So, oh, I'll burn myself. Oh God, so scary. So scary. Ugh. Whatever. No moisture. But we put that in there. And then we put a timer for, where's my phone? Oh, it's in my pocket. It said 28:32. I'm putting it for the bare minimum, 28 minutes. Set a timer for 28 minutes.
I've set a timer for 28 minutes.
Hell yeah.
It will go off at 8:51 p.m.
Yep, that checks out. Sweet. So we'll come back to when the brownie is done. So see ya. Oh yeah. Look at that. That looks sexy as fuck. I'm gonna demolish probably the whole thing. Yeah, that's really good. Who's gonna eat it? This guy. Yep. Okay, I broke the camera. Come on, there we go.